This is going to be our split stance Romanian deadlift. And with any deadlift variation, what we're really trying to do is emphasize the work into the hamstring. And the Romanian, or the split stance deadlift, is nice because it allows us to keep both feet on the ground, so balance is less of an issue, while we still isolate the hamstring of the front leg. And we call it a Romanian deadlift because, as with all the Romanian variants, we're thinking about this as being a top-down movement. So this is Will. I'll have Will bring those dumbbells up. And if you've got kettlebells, that's fine. Will is going to come back into his split stance. And when he comes back, we want to check a couple of things. He's kept his feet hip width. He didn't go wider or narrower. And his feet are still pretty much parallel. And he is just back far enough that his weight is going to be a little towards his front foot, but he's got that back heel firmly on the ground. We don't want to end in an elevated heel position, or we don't want to get into an elevated heel position. Will's going to very simply push his butt back as he hinges his chest forward, and then he'll come back up. Great. So Will, give us 3 more of those if you would. So a couple things to notice. Will's not letting the dumbbells fly way out in front of him. He's keeping them pretty close to that front leg. There's a little bit of a micro bend in the front knee. There's not a lot, but there's some. And then this time, Will, as you set up with your right foot forward, will you turn to your left, just so we've got a front view, or a side view rather. So again, feet are hip width and parallel. Left foot is slightly back, that heel is connected to the ground. A really common error we'll see is for this back heel to turn in, so the toes are pointing out to the side, and we want to keep that, again, pretty straight. The straighter that foot stays, the more we're going to get this into the hamstring. So Will again push his butt back and lean his chest forward, and then come back up. Will you come back down into that bottom position, then hang out for a second? So this is a place where having a buddy or a mirror is a really helpful thing. What we don't want to see is a huge rounding in this low back. Will's got a little bit of a natural arch in his back, some natural curve, not a problem. Go ahead and come on up. What I want you guys to do is I want you to watch Will's low back, and as he hinges forward, his tailbone comes up and his back angles forward rather than getting rounded. Come on up, and then why don't you go for 1 more just so you're balanced. Great. Thank you, Will. And that is our Romanian split squat. That is our split stance Romanian deadlift.